I don't want to be rude.
We listening.
Welcome. Hello, everyone. My name is Pam Hunter Jones, class of 1969. One year ago, my dear friend Burdell, who is walking in the door right now, and I were sitting in my family room in Georgia. We both live in and around Atlanta, Georgia. And I said to her that our 50th high school reunion was next year. I told her that it would be a shame not to celebrate this milestone. So in her unequivocal way, she said, let's do this. And that started the progress, and that was a year ago. It warms my heart to see each and every one of you. This event could not have been possible if it weren't for the team. Each person on the team brought a special talent to the group. Some of you are former coaches, and you know one star doesn't make a winning team. Jordan couldn't do it by himself. And you weren't jealous of Jordan just because he was making all those points. You were like, yeah. So if a person is really good at keeping the books, you're like, yeah. Do another person is a peacekeeper, yeah. And you work together. And now we're all together again. We are special because we were the first African Americans to integrate Gage Park High School. Yes. We faced overwhelming challenges, and we were teenagers, we were children. And we succeeded despite racism, safety concerns, and the feeling of not being welcomed by a community. We were just teenagers experiencing a monumental change in our country, and we courageously played a large part in invoking that change. And now, Shirley Mitchell, class of 1969, will share with us a bit of the history of Gage Park High School. All right, she's not here, so I'm going to read it. Oh, there she is. Hey, hustle up here.
Gage Park High School opened in 1939. Beginning in the late 1960s, racial tensions grew between black and white students at the school. In 1965, the school's boundary lines were changed and black students first began attending classes. This action led to sporadic violence during the period from 1965 to 1969, leading eventually to several more serious events which occurred over a 3-year period beginning in 1969. In the summer of 1966, Martin Luther King Jr. led open housing marches in the Marquette Park neighborhood located just south of the school in order to protest discrimination against blacks in housing caused by illegal redlining real estate practices. The first very serious incident at the school occurred December 1969 when 6 male students were arrested in a racially motivated fight between white and black students at the school. In May 1970, a brawl erupted outside the school involving white and black students stemming from an incident during a lunch break. The brawl resulted in 6 students being arrested and a Chicago police patrolman being injured. Due to the racial tensions at the school, Gage Park PTA members and community members proposed a plan to shift the school's attendance boundaries, which would affect the majority of the school's African American students, 600 in total, sending them to Inglewood High School, which was majority black. The PTA and community members stressed that enrollment at the time was 3,109, 800 over capacity for the building. The proposal was denied by Alderwoman Anna Langford. Langford stated the plan was only an excuse to remove blacks from the school. After the alderman's decision, community members and protesters called for the Chicago Public School Board to intervene and force the transfer of 650 students out of the school. In September 1972, a boycott began at the school involving white community members and parents choosing not to send their kids to school due to overcrowding. By the 12th day of the boycott, the Board of Education requested for the parents to end the boycott and register the students, which would result in knowing the exact figure of overcrowding at the school.
All right, thank you. So that's a little history. And as I was listening to her read that, I heard people like, oh yeah, I was there. Oh yeah, I remember that. How many of you were part of that riot in '69? Oh yeah, I was raising my hand too. But as we were also talking yesterday, we were talking about how we were do our own civil disobedience. It's like I had said before, Dr. Donald Pittman would go from room to room when Dr. King died. He said, we're walking out, we're leaving. And all the black students followed him and we left. We left out. And he was our leader. I remember that. And then someone had told me that they were on ROTC and they lowered the flag to half-mast. Who was that gentleman who told me that? They lowered his kids, they lowered it to half-mast and they were dismissed from ROTC. So all kinds of injustices and unfairness happened to us. But you know what? It made us who we were. It made us stronger. It made us learn how to deal with the world we live in the majority world. Because we already went through it. We already went through it as kids, in the 60s and all the turmoil going on. But now, after 50 years, here we are. First of all, I would like to acknowledge our friends of the program. Everybody who went to Limboom High School, please stand and let's give them a round of applause. Hey, these are the people we play kickball with. We all went to Uncle Buddy's store. Anyone from Harvard High School? No? Okay. I know Minister Gavin, she went to Calumet. So Calumet. Yeah. Hi, anyone from Calumet?
CBS in the house.
CBS in the house. Thanks so much, CBS. Anybody else I'm missing? Simeon in the house. you all coming. Fabulous. And as you can see behind me, we have a slideshow going on. And when I sit down and get out of your way, you'll be able to see more of it. Yesterday at our meet and greet, did we have a good time or what? We learned so many things about each other. What we did was we had each person go around and say a little bit about themselves and tell us a memory of Gage Park. And when I heard all of these different memories, it's like we had never gotten away from each other. It's like it was like we had been together for 50 years. So that was just really cool how we did that. And then we also gave away some certificates. Our dear Anita Pendleton, she has the most grandchildren. She got 22 grandchildren. So she got a prize. Also, she traveled the furthest. She came from Washington State. Also, Cornell and Freddie Jarrell, they received a token from us. They've been married almost 48 years.
All right.
And that's to the same guy, right? And then I also have a small gift for Mr. Derek Gross. Because him and his wife celebrated their anniversary yesterday, so I'd like to give you something. What are you? And then also Derek was very instrumental in finding that class of 72. I mean, he got them in the house, and I appreciate him so much. All right, so now I want to acknowledge the classes. 74, 78 to 78. Where are you? Anybody? 74 to 78? No? Okay. Oh, there's one? All right. Yeah. All right. 73. Let's see your hands. 73. Let's give her a hand. 73. Class of 72, represent. Where are you? Yeah, give them a hand. I can't wait till 2022 when you have yours. It's going to be a party. 71.
All right.
All right. I'm waiting for my brother, Albert Hunter. He's on his way. He's 71 also. 1970. All right. Give him a round of applause. And for the trailblazers, the ones who started it all, 1969.
All right.
All right, now I'd like to introduce our guest speaker, Minister Linda Overton Gatling, our guest speaker.
Hello, all my friends. How's everybody? Okay. Well, you know what they say about giving a preacher a microphone? But I'm not going to do it to you. Okay. Most of us preachers nowadays, we talk kind of short, so we can hurry up and get everybody out and get their money before they leave. You know, I'm going to open up tonight with a thank you, Father. Not because I'm a preacher, but because we're all still here. You know, he gave us a blessing from the great beyond. We didn't have to be here tonight. We're here looking good, smelling fantastic, most of us anyway. And some of us are even in our right mind. Many of our loved ones or friends, they aren't with us anymore. So for those of us that are here, once again, give yourselves a big hand. When I look back over the years, I'm sure that when us colored kids from the other side of the Ashland walked into the branch building of Gage Park on the heads of Rescue Me, that's what we was thinking about. My tongue back said, rescue me. You know, that's what we were singing. Not because we were lonely and blue, but because we were scared and black. If it wasn't, then the Europeans were looking at us, you know, where are they coming from? You know, most of us came from Henderson. And when we were in Henderson, they were our buddies and our pals. But when we got to 55th and Maplewood, they acted like they didn't know who we were. And we were trying to get the hell out of Maple Park and back over to Ashland when we knew things was all right. When you looked around the walls and saw everything white, just white, you know, we were thinking, well, I'll be doggone. That's what Brother Marvin would say. We were deep on the other side of Ashland with them, and we have got to make it work. We were the first, as little Milton would say, we're gonna make it. You know, that was us. We're gonna make it out of this school. But you know, the colonizers, they were singing Junior Walker's song. I know you all know what song that was. Shotgun, right? Shoot them before they run. These are just some of the songs of 1965. I thought you would like those songs. It was 1965. We had arrived. Black teens integrating at once Lily White School, Gage Park, established in 1939. For generations, the neighborhood was Eastern European and Irish Catholic. In 1965, the school boundary lines were changed and the black students first began attending classes.
Mighty Joe.
You all, and despite the many run-ins with the Europeans that didn't want us there, you all, the class of 1969, made it out. Like them, the Europeans, we wanted to attend high school and enjoy the high school experience and get our high school diplomas because we were going to be the educated Negroes that went to college. For some families, it was going to be a big deal because so many of our parents didn't go to high school. They went to work as soon as they got out of grammar school. And most of them went to work at least when they got out of high school if they ever finished. So the northern black children, you know, like it was a big deal in the South, it was also a big deal for us up here in the North. We were some kind of special. Now we had our problems and they didn't get any better after the summer of '66 when Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. led an open housing march in Marquette Park, the neighborhood located just south of the school, to protest discrimination against the blacks in housing because of illegal redlining the real estate practices of that time. The first very serious incident that made the newspapers, and you all just heard it a few minutes ago, was in December 1969. But it was also the first one that made the papers. It was not the first one we know that it happened at that school. You know, it used to, a couple of them when I was there in the branch building, they started over in that little restaurant that's no longer there.
The Gage. Is it the Cage?
The cake, well, when I was in school, it's not there. So,
Victor B.
you know, the fake news back then, they didn't want us to know about all the stuff that was going on out there in the school. But through the turmoil and the powers that be trying to keep us, you all still made it out. That was the only school riot that made the papers, like I said, but there were several skirmishes. And it wouldn't be us if we didn't say that we made it out. There was one in 1966 when I got out of Gage Park. I don't think that it would have happened, but I said, you know, this is it. I just can't do that. I chickened out. I couldn't believe the evil and the hatred that was demonstrated to us when we came from Henderson with so many of the Europeans that had been in grammar school with us. I remember one time I had to call Stella. We took 2 of the Europeans to the Regal with us to see the Temptations in the Miracles. And the police picked them up on 47th Street. I don't know what they was doing, but I'm sure they said color kids, but we know they didn't say color kids, what they was doing with us. So I have Gage Park to thank for the radicalization of me. You know, I was one of those, all right, for me. After I left that school, I had to become the person that I was because of the person that I had become when I went to Gage Park. We moved out the neighborhood. That was good for me. I was happy. I got to go to Calumet. That was 99% black, my people at last. But of course, I kept in touch with my girl Stella. We've been like Verdell and Pam have been friends for about 58 years. Me and Stella have probably been friends for about 58 years. You know, and I used to talk to Stella. We had an organization in Calumet called CASO. And I told her all about it, and she said, well, we're going to start an Afro-American club at Gage Park, but, you know, they didn't let you all start an Afro-American club over there. She said they break you up in the lunchroom, and after school, you know, when you got out of Gage Park, you had to get on the bus and get back in your neighborhood. So it just was no black program that was going to be started over there. And, you know, and it's kind of sad because I don't know how many people kept up with such an illustrious history that we had that they kept from us, you know. As we got older, some of us got into it. That was, I love history because of the Afro-American organization that we had. But let's look at our history over the past 50 years. One of the first things we did was move on the other side of Ashland. I'm not sure when it happened, but it did. It won't go down in the history books, but the class of '69 was the first black students to graduate from Gage Park. It is an honor. I don't know. You all tell me it's an honor. I don't know how hard they tried to keep you from graduating. I kind of found out some of it last night. They really did their best, but you all made it. Right. Amen? Some 1969 facts for you all, because you know we don't remember this stuff no more, right? Richard Nixon was the 37th president of the United States. The Vietnam War was in full swing, and many of the black males had been drafted into the war. The average cost of a new house was $15,000. The average income was $8,500. Wow. A cost of a gallon of gas was 35 cents. Blowing Martin's Laughing was the number one show. Followed Blowing Martin's Laughing. Followed by Gunsmoke, Bonanza, Mayberry, RFD, Family Affair, Here's Lucy, The Red Skeleton Show, Marcus Welby, MD, and The Wonderful World of Walt Disney in color, even though most of us didn't have color. That's right. The music we listened to was Aretha Franklin. When you all had your sock hops, you listened to the Beatles and Blood, Sweat, and Tears. We listened to Booker T and the MGs, Clarence Carter, David Ruffin, the Dells, Dionne Warwick, the Fifth Dimension, Friends of Distinction, Gladys Knight, the Isley Brothers, and as my husband always says, you can't have a party without James Brown, Gary Butler, Joe Simon, Jimmy Walker and the All-Stars, Marvin Gaye, and of course there was the Temptations. We wore bell-bottom pants. We wore those every day when we got out of school, but you know, we couldn't wear pants to school back in our days. Us girls wore jumpers and pencil skirts. And the guys were either Brooks Brothers wearing Ivy Leaguers or Bad Boy wearing Gospels. In today's world, I guess they would be the nerds and the thugs. The world today is such a different place than when we came out. As hard as we thought it was, I think it's so much worse now. We didn't have cell phones. Most of us barely had a house phone.
That's right.
We couldn't talk on them all night long. And if your house was like mine, you couldn't even get phone calls after 9 o'clock. We had one phone with one short extension.
That's right.
And when we got the longer extension cord, I could sneak it in my room, put a pillow over it, and put my friends and call. Otherwise, if my mama woke up, I was in trouble.
That's right.
Of course, we had to come home when the street lights came on. And we went to bed. We had our parties, our porta parties, our waistline parties. And back then, it didn't cost us that much, because most of our waistline was much more important. Back then, it cost well, we had peace and we had love. You know, I don't remember what most of the guys wanted to be when they graduated from school, but most of the girls wanted to be teachers and nurses. You know, that was the Negro's job at the time. A few of us might want to be police, but I don't know anybody who did. Did our guys want to be professional athletes? To my knowledge, no. It was not in the stars for us at that time. Of course, there weren't any rappers, so music really wasn't the main focus for us. I don't know of any of us who even wanted to be in politics. Of course, we had a few singers, and maybe even an actor or two. We got an actor in here tonight. We need to eat, that's right. I realize it's time this but there's a phrase in the Bible that says in Luke, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength, and with all your mind, and treat your neighbor and love your neighbor as yourself. Somewhere we lost to love your neighbors as ourselves as we attempted to be better than our parents. We lost the teachings of our grandparents. Big Mama or Madia taught the grandbabies to love, and in our attempts to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, we socially bigger and better than our forefathers, we lost the love that we had. I'm going to cut it short. I'm going to go down. I'm almost done.